teleport must have drained all the power to the reserves and the power to the cell door.
If all the reserves are gone, how are we going to get down to the planet to stop Major Sidell now?
Well, my ship can tap into the core and get us to the planet.
Wait, you have a ship? I scanned all around the ship and I didn't find anything.
That's because it was inside the ship. Now come on!
That thing is amazing. Who are you, really?
There's no time for that now. We've got to find Major Sidell and stop that energy pulse.
Where do you think he would be?
Well, he probably teleported to the base in order to get to the relay cannon so we can start the energy pulse. Come on, this way. No.
What is it?
The relay cannon has been modified to fire on its own. There's not enough time to stop it.
What are we going to do?
Nothing. Move away from the relay, Professor. Now, or I will shoot you.
What do you think you're doing?
My duty.
Your duty is to kill everyone on our ship?
It doesn't matter. Now toss that device over here and step away. Now!
If you insist. Good work, Tara.
I can't believe I finally shot someone.
He's not dead.
He's not?
No. The gun was set to stun, not kill.
I don't understand. Why wouldn't he kill us the moment he saw us? Why let us live?
Well, I had to have someone to blame if this plan didn't work.
Well, your plan isn't going to work.
The energy scoops are damaged. When the pulse goes off, it will destroy the ship and the Zaxxon too.
I know. That is the plan. You won't be able to deactivate the countdown. I've linked the controls to the ship's reactor. While it is active, the countdown cannot be stopped.
So the only way to stop the pulse is to blow up the reactor.
Exactly. It was a fail-safe way to make sure my mission could be completed if something happened to me.
Mission? Why would the Zaxxon give you orders to kill them once they were aboard the ship?
They didn't. My orders came from high up in the Space Corps. Been working as a double agent for years to try to get Zaxxon right where we want them. They're getting desperate, and this was their final chance to breed a Super Zaxxon Queen to increase their numbers before we track them down and wipe them out.
But that will kill everyone on board. I can't believe that Space Corps would order someone to do something like that.
Well, they did. They felt justified that by killing a few, it will save millions. So we made a deal with the Zaxxon to get them on board and into the reactor to start their breeding plan. Once the Queen was inside, the only thing left to do was to destroy the scoops, get off the ship, and make sure the energy pulse destroyed the ship.
It isn't right. Those are innocent people on board that ship. Space Corps has no right to use good people as pawns in some sick game.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice a few pawns to capture the Queen.
Well, I have played chess before. It's a game of great strategy and logic, which the Zaxxons are the best at in the universe, by the way. They plan, and they make strategies with every possibility taken into consideration.
What's your point?
The point is, Major, you've been outplayed.
I don't think so, Professor. The plan was perfect. They were losing most of their army and were getting desperate. The only move they had left was to try to build an army of Zaxxon fast before we wiped them all out. So by sacrificing a few pawns, we allowed them to think they were getting their queen right where they wanted it, which was right into our trap. Checkmate, Professor.
A very sound plan. But it takes a lot more skill to sacrifice your best piece in the game to win it all, instead of just killing off a few pawns.
You mean the Zaxxon sacrificed their queen to get us to blow up the ship?
Very good, Tara. You know, they should have put you in charge of this whole thing, and none of this ever would have happened.
But even if they did that, the Queen would be dead and we would still win the war.
Well, that's what they wanted you to think. They used your own strategy against you, and you fell into their trap.
I don't understand.
Do you really think that something living inside of the reactor is going to get destroyed by a simple energy explosion?
Professor, you said this Zaxxon spawning was different than you had seen before.
Exactly. Those spawn are going to hatch in the hundreds. And I'm willing to bet that it's not ordinary Zaxxon spawn either.
Oh, God.
Now you're getting it, Major.
What are they?
Zaxxon Queens.
But why do they want the ship to explode?
The explosion will send the hatchlings into 100 different directions, propelling them quickly to every corner of space. Just think of it. Hundreds of all incredibly powerful Zaxxon breeding queens scattered all over the universe, exponentially multiplying until they take over everything. Wow. I said they were good, but then again, they didn't realize you had me, your knight in shining armor. Major, toss me that teleport device.
Professor, of all pieces, I would have thought you to be the king.
Nah, the king doesn't move around very much. Me? I'm always moving forward. Just a hint of sideways.
You killed the crew.
Think so? It's all a matter of timing.
What did you do, Professor?
I magnified the energy pulse to tap into the core of the planet, and made the pulse 50 times more powerful than it was, which vaporized the Zaxxon Queen and the hatchlings before it was able to spread into space. Well, and I also knocked the explosion away from the planet.
What about the crew?
Well, I modified the Major's teleport device to activate every person's teleport and bring them down here. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time to get the coordinates right, so you might have to go and find them.
Major Sinnell, what the hell is going on?
Yes, Colonel. I'll be right there to explain everything to you. Well, I better clue the Colonel in on the mission and get back to the base. Thank you, Professor. Captain.
Thank you for everything you did today, and I'm sorry I didn't believe you at first.
Don't worry, it was your job.
Yeah. I don't think this job is for me anymore. I just want to go home.
I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do.
Well, you could always give me a lift home.
Absolutely! Sorry, Agaro. Come on.